Everyone, it's Donna here, and I am here to do a quick tutorial on, somebody asked if I could do a tutorial on how I make my boho tassels, the ones that are going to be included in the boho grab bags that I'm putting together right now, that are sold, by the way. I was a couple short, so I thought I'd come on and turn the camera on while I make the others to show you how I do it. You're gonna need some laces and fibers. I have lace, some fibers, some seam binding, some sari silk, all in different colors. There's some fibers in here. Oh, I don't know if you, I need to hurry up. There's a storm coming and I'm not sure how that's going to affect this recording. So you're going to need a selection of fibers. These tassels are about 5 inches long, so you'll need about twice the length for each piece. 10 inch. I have 10-inch lengths here. You're going to need a large bead cap that's going to go over the top of the laces. You're going to need a couple of smaller bead caps that are going to go on either side of your focal bead. And for this one, I picked this this glass, looks almost lampwork bead. And then a couple of spacers. And for this one, I have these little clear flat donut spacers. And you can do them in any configuration you want. The top part, this one has some rondelle for the instead of bead caps, and some crystals at either end. This one has some silver spacers and some silver bead caps. This one has some crystals as the spacers. You can do any configuration you want at the top. That's just how I made mine. You'll also need some wire. I'm using 20 gauge craft wire. You can get this at the craft store, online, anywhere. This one I'm using is 20 gauge, and it's like a copper color. You're going to need some round nose pliers, some chain nose pliers. These are the ones that are flat on the inside, and some wire cutters. So let's see how I do at this. I'm going to come out a little bit to start with. Ooh, here comes the storm. I'm just kind of getting them in the order that I want. I've got too much seam binding bunched together, so I'm going to kind of space those out a little bit. I've got all my fibers in one spot, so I'm going to kind of space those out a little bit too. There we go. So you're going to find the middle, roughly the middle, and it doesn't matter if they're uneven. You can trim them up later if you want. Find the middle and pinch it kind of tight. Oops, I didn't cut my wire. Where'd my wire go? There it is. I use about a 5-inch length of the wire. You always want to have more rather than less. You can always cut off the excess. I used about 5 inches. Oh, here comes the storm. So I'm going to do that. Cut it. There we go. Alright. You're going to go probably just enough so that you can bring it around, pinch it tight, bring it around to the top. So you've got most of it up here, and you have a little bit down here, and you're going to take that short end and just wrap it around as tight down as you can. Whoops, don't want that one. And I'm just going to use my chain nose pliers to hang on to it. This part is kind of fiddly. Whoops. Well, maybe it's easier if I just take my fingers. I'm just going to wrap it around a couple of times so that it's secure. And I want to push this down some so it's not sticking up so tight, so tall. And I'm going to pinch that end in. If you have excess hanging off the end, you can just cut it off. So now I've got this. I've got the little wrapped around here. And then just take your big bead cap, string it on. Here comes the rain. So you've got that. Pull it down tight. And then you're just going to make your configuration. I've got my spacer first. It's my little clear donut. My bottom bead cap. Pushing it down. I've got my focal bead. My top bead cap. And my top spacer. And I'm pushing it down, so that's what I've got. Now this part, I'm hoping I can do this. You're going to take your wire just a little bit above. You're going to leave enough room to wrap some wire and bend it at a 90 degree angle, so it looks like that. And then take your round nose pliers, and this it varies in length. I want my loop to be pretty big, so I'm going to do it down at this end and just wrap it, twist it around, take it out, put it back in, and keep going so that you've got your loop. You've got almost a loop there, and this is where you just wrap your wire around 2 or 3 times. I could probably do a better job of this wrapping part, but at least it's on there. So now you've got your loop and you've got your wire wrapped around, and just clip off that excess. And here comes the storm. And then just push in. I'm going to take my chain nose pliers and just push in that edge that's sticking out from where I just cut it, so it's not sharp. So, and there you go. You've got your loop, you've got your focal point, you've got your dangles, all of your pretty fibers coming off. And here's where you can either leave them uneven, or you can trim them off just so that they're even. So that's how I make my bead dangles, or my tassels, my boho tassels. And that's all I have today. I'm going to be sending out, well, I will probably have sent out the invoices for the boho grab bags by the time this video goes up. But if you have any questions, I hope that was helpful. It's really simple, and I will see you this weekend. Bye.